everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play RimWorld. So, if you guys were not familiar with what all happened in the last video, it was quite an interesting one, because it was different in the sense that we struggled a lot with a lot of the stuff that this game throws at you, the opposing forces that fight your colony as we try to fight and thrive, in this RimWorld of a planet. But it wasn't enemy colonists or raiders or anything like that. It was going back, let's go ahead and speed up the time. I don't know why I was only going at 1. Are we really out of power? Come on, what's up with that? We should totally be getting enough power, and I don't know what was with that leaf. That must have been a glitch or something. But basically, as I was saying before, nice, we get some more silver coming in. That's pretty cool. And this boom rat apparently blew up here, but I don't think he should be too much of a cause too much problems. But as I was saying, basically, we fought a foe that we don't usually fight in this game, and it was the mental foe, both dealing with mental and food problems. Luckily, we're actually doing pretty okay with food right now, and all of our people are, I'm pretty sure, doing pretty alright. Granted, Lucky right here is in a hideous environment, so that makes sense why he's so low. Yeah, everyone else is doing pretty much okay, but there is a lot that we want to change because of that, because, I'm a little bit worried about the mental stability of our people, seeing as it might end up being a problem in, future cases. And actually, Gamer Girl was suggesting a lot of stuff that would be helpful in regards to, dealing with that, and, of course, our food problems, although I'm hoping that food should not be a problem for a while, since the solar flares have indeed ended, and all of the crops seem to be growing rather nicely, at least for the time being. Granted, the strawberries are the only ones that appear to be fully grown. Some of these are still working on growing, but yeah, they'll actually be there in no time flat. But what Gamer Girl was suggesting was that we should actually definitely consider building the kitchen right here for twofold reasons. Of course, to help with the food, but also to decrease the odds of mental breaks in certain scenarios by having the meals that we'll have built for our people. Let's actually zoom out a little so we could keep our eyes on any potential fires that might happen before too long. Oh god, almost started a fire down there. But basically, as I was saying, what she was saying was that we could use the kitchen to, of course, make simple meals, which will make our people happier when they can't eat the nutrient paste. Of course, actually, even on top of that, nutrient paste does give people a negative in regards to their thoughts. Like, oh shoot, we actually are starting to run out of food quite rapidly. Maybe we will build that kitchen right away. My one problem with that, and this is the thing that really worries me about our current situation, is that I can't help but shake the feeling that the next enemy attack force is going to be quite a large one, and that actually really scares me a hell of a lot, especially seeing as we don't really have enough power to run all of our stuff. Like the real issue that we have right here is I would love to get the kitchen going so we could start making meals, obviously starting with simple meals till we could get the better ones, but I would really like to build up our defenses, get some turrets set up here so I could feel more secure in that regard. Before too long, I would love to research mortars, so I feel like we could have an anti-attack force on our side, or anti-range attack force if the enemies start building their own mortar camps. But then also, on top of that, we need to worry about power as well, since we are gaining it so slowly. Luckily, we are actually starting to go for the positives, now that it is straight up daytime, but seeing how much we're also using during the night, I don't know if that'll actually be enough. Granted, I think the only reason that it is in the positives at all is because we did just get this solar generator up and running, so I would love to consider adding a couple more in our future, but I wouldn't want to add more without putting down metal flooring on the rest of this, and metal flooring, all flooring in this game is so freaking expensive. So you know what? I think what we should do next is go ahead and set up our defenses. We don't even have mortars, what are we working on right now? Okay, gun turret cooling, that is fantastic. We don't even have gun turret cooling researched right now, and actually I think we should go ahead and do the second thing that Gamer Girl suggested, which was, of course, and I don't know why I completely forgot this, since this is such, Such an important thing to do. What are these? What is this plant? Oh, a pincushion cactus. That is pretty cute. I love pincushion cactuses. But of course, I don't know why, but I completely forgot about the fact that we could just go ahead and start harvesting the plants that are just chilling around our base, especially the ones that are in our death corridor, because we're not going to use those forever. Eventually, they're going to go away. So let's actually try to give ourselves quite an abundance of food and go ahead and get all of those. That means that at least for a while, I don't think we should have to worry about our food reserves in regards to what we've got in our hoppers. Hopper always reminds me of the villain from Bug's Life. I don't know why. He was actually kind of a cool villain. I thought that guy was pretty badass, but I don't know. Maybe I haven't seen that movie in years, so maybe I'm just imagining things. What is going on with our dude right here? Prisoner, okay, friendly chat and try to recruit. We haven't had anyone try to recruit him for a bit, which is a little bit unfortunate. Freya should like finish this research in seconds, seeing as she's down there right now, which is pretty awesome. Our warden is still Sass, so probably part of the... Oh wait, no, Sass is not our plant cutter anymore. Sass is the other person. It's just a crafter. What, Sass, what are you doing? You need to get on the warden stuff, buddy. Seriously. We do have gun turret cooling down, though, so now that leaves us with the question of what to do next. Cremation would probably be nice, but strong doors are also important as well. Colored lights is awesome, because we just want those freaking colored lights on our side. Let's go with the mortars, once again, for basically the same reason that we chose gun turret cooling over mortars last time. Basically because it's cheaper. Were we choosing it over mortars or choosing it over cremation? I don't know. Honestly, it probably doesn't really matter. So what I think we're going to do, obviously we're not going to use the mortars for quite some time, or at least I would imagine, because I still think we've got a bit of a ways to go before siege attacks start happening. Who knows, maybe I'm wrong, but we haven't even set up our first basic turret, so... I really think we have quite some time before we need to worry about any of that nonsense. Fire is starting out there, but I don't think it should cause us any problems in here. And hopefully, I'm not sure how big the next attack force will be. We actually should definitely, though, start building things, because we are actually... We're not wealthy. We're anything but wealthy right now, but we have quite a bit of... We've got a lot of resources. So the enemy attack could be quite not massive, but bigger than we would like for the time being, unless we do, of course, set things up to prepare for it or do something about it. So let's go ahead and put one turret right there. Do we want to... Oh, shoot. I think we're actually going to go ahead and put it on... how far can it stretch out? Can go that far. You know what? I think I'm fine having it 3 blocks from the end. We're actually going to go ahead and set up 2 of them on that side. I don't want to put them up here because basically the entrance to the death corridor... Oh, shoot, but actually the death corridor is not entirely finished. We need to actually create the functional corridor part of it. So let's actually go ahead and have that stationed, like, going out like that. Of course, we need to actually cancel that no, not that construction right there. And that'll work wonderfully for our entrance, I think. I think making it really thin should be a good idea, because obviously that'll really bottleneck our enemies, forcing them to go in at most 2 at a time, unless, of course, their characters are overlapping. But it'll mess up their walking patterns, to say the least. So it's gonna be a little bit difficult for us to get all those things built, because we're not going to quite have enough metal. Actually, we might. There's a bunch of metal up there, and of course we haven't finished mining out these sections. But I think what I would like to do up here is get to work on the kitchen, because, you know what? We might as well get to work on the kitchen. That means we could start hunting animals, which will obviously increase our people's shooting capabilities. And speaking of that... Lucky, you are the guy who was our best shot, correct? I believe he is. Yeah, still shooting 10. But let's go ahead and check everyone just to, kind of double check, see if we would actually want someone else to train in regards to their firing ability. Does not look like it. Okay. So, Lucky, what are you going to do? You're going to haul. That's actually pretty A-okay. But I would prefer for you to go ahead and deal with that. So we'll let Lucky... Oh, he's not hauling. He's actually doing construction work. So once Lucky finishes that, let's go ahead and check his needs. Ugh, he's pretty hungry and then tired. You know what we're going to do? Let's actually go ahead and cancel that now. We'll go ahead and get to work on shooting some rocks tomorrow to make Lucky the greatest shot in the West. Hopefully we'll also get some travelers to come by before too long. Ah, man, low on food again? Oh, wonderful. There's actually so much agave fruits down there, though, so we don't have to worry about food at all. In fact, we also have a lot of potatoes and stuff coming in over here, so... and both of our turrets are built. Awesome. I did not know that would be something that would be done already. And you can actually set a forced target? Why is it like a rock? That's weird. Can we actually go ahead and start shooting at... Oh, God. Yeah, we can start shooting! Because I set the forced target. Oh, my God. That is fantastic! Okay, stop forced attack. Cool. Just press that, I presume? Yeah, not currently forced attacking. That is so nice, because honestly, one of my biggest complaints about the turrets, and I have mentioned this in the past, is, it's kind of a silly thing in hindsight, but the fact that they actually can't attack animals. So, way back in the day, when big muffalo herd attacks were actually a pretty big threat, like Muffalo going insane and attacking your base, it was very frustrating not being able to use your turrets to fight them, even though they're, you know, an enemy, so it would make a lot of sense, or at least you would think. But also, on a much wider scale, or a much larger scale, I should say, this is obviously very important, because now this means with our turrets, we could select specific enemy targets that we want to attack. And obviously that's going to be a very crucial and important thing to our battle efforts, because now, like, if there's a dude with a Molotov cocktail or frag grenades or any kind of explosive weapon in particular, we could just focus that guy down rather than having to worry about having our colonists do that. Now, the turrets can now help and all that. So let's see. Obviously, like I was basically saying, that I'm very happy with that change. I think that's going to do great things for us. So now that Lucky's eaten, we'll go ahead and move him up to where I wanted him to go, put him right next to the rock, because I may be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that increases his odds of hitting it. Maybe I'm just wrong. He is a 10, so I would imagine that he would be pretty good at being able to hit those things. Oh, a combat supplier! Wonderful! I feel like Freya was the person that we used to negotiate in the past, but did we lose a person? Why do I feel like we had one extra person? I'm probably just thinking of Wolfgang. I feel like we had 5 people though, but let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Where's our 5th bed? Where's our 5th bed? Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. Am I just, like, the most blind man on the planet? We have 4 people, and I thought we had 5. I am such an idiot. 4 beds for our 4 people. God. Apparently, I don't know, my brain stopped functioning for a second. Yeah, I thought that someone else was was the person that we had doing the deals. So it looks like Missy, at least based on the color of that square, I would guess that Missy is a better negotiator than Sass. Let's see. Social. 8 for Missy, while Sass is, yeah, only 6 at the time being. The difference was that one of them has a passion for it, the other one doesn't, yeah. So, of course, actually, right now, Missy would actually be the preferred person to go ahead and do all that stuff. Hopefully, Lucky will destroy that rock before too long, so, failed to recruit, that's unfortunate. What are these? Missiles. Launch missiles, no, launched from missile launchers, okay. Selling them for 12. Question is, shells fired from cannons. I'm pretty sure that these actually might be what the mortars use now, so those would actually be pretty important to us. They are buying shells for 4 per thing, though. I mean, for 4 per thing. But I think I would rather sell The other weapons we have. And isn't the R4 charged rifle actually really good? Let's go ahead and check its thing. Range 24, damage 14, accuracy 95, 83, 68, 53. Why does that go down? I need to figure this out properly. I really wish that I printed out Gamer Girl's sheet. I meant to print that out so I could actually check that right now and see what a basic, like, tier list for all the weapons is and where the charge rifle stands. But I think it was really good, so we might buy that thing. It's pretty expensive, though. But that would get rid of some more of our silver, so we wouldn't have to worry too much about raider attacks. And 1.8 seconds to fire. Let's actually go ahead and first, like, what is the pistol? 1.1 second to fire. Okay, so that's a fast-firing weapon. Let's see. We do need also to get another weapon for one of our dudes, so how much cash will that give us? That's not gonna be enough. Unless we go ahead and sell some of these. Let's sell 40. Hopefully the shells aren't actually needed for, it says cannons, not mortars specifically, and this does say missile launchers, but I'm pretty sure one of the types is like explosive mortars, and I wouldn't be surprised if those are indeed missile launchers. So let's go ahead and do that. That's another 80 right there. Why not actually just... No, we're about... Well, no. Let's go ahead and do another 15, because that'll just allow us to buy the charge rifle right off the bat. So let's go ahead and do that. Do not have enough silver. Okay, so I guess it actually was not counting the extra silver that was about to fall. How much silver does that bring us at now? Are you kidding? 257? I'm pretty sure that's just because some of those are not in the proper zone. So let's go ahead and actually increase that by 2 extra slots. That should bring us up to the proper amount, the amount that we need. No? Oh, okay, good. 407. I was about to be very upset. Sorry, Missy, but I want to get this done now so we don't have to worry about it later. You could go ahead and go right back to sleep once this is actually finished off. So let's see. Weapons. I hope the Uzi isn't better. 1.8 seconds. Only 5 damage per hit, though. I mean, it does fire a lot more shots than the charge rifle, but 480? What the hell happened? You son of a bitch. Okay, well, I guess he's being a total dickwad about things. Don't you dare increase it after this. It must have just been 480, and I thought that it was 400 because, you know, 8s and 0s look alike. Especially in this game when the text is a little bit squished together. Still need to figure out whether or not that's just me and I'm apparently blind as a bat, or the text is rather small in this game for whatever reason. How are you doing, buddy? Ooh, Lucky is still gonna be able to fire a lot before needing any serious rest. So let's keep Lucky going at this, at least for a little bit longer. I think that shot went, like, way over there. I thought I saw the line go across the map, which is a little bit weird. Okay, yep, Lucky is indeed gaining a lot of experience, only 10 per shot, though. But of course, it's one of those things where every little bit counts. Let's go ahead and free him of that now, though, because Lucky's probably going to want to get, some R&R before too long, so we'll go ahead and cancel those, so we could just come back to shooting those in the future. If you are going to go ahead and start mining, might as well make it at the actual minerals, what we would want to use right now. We'll also plan on mining that area out later so we can make the kitchen space much wider. So let's see. Another thing that I should mention, looking at the graves right here, and that we were planning on using... Okay, sorry, I got distracted by battery life for a bit. It is still going in the positives, though. We'll need to look at where those are like at dawn, so I could see... like, at the end of the night, how much energy there still is in those. And what do we have here? More wreckage with additional food. That's nice. Not incredibly necessary right now, but additional food is always a good thing. We even still have all those chilling in the bottom down there, so that's nice. And look at all that! We've got a lot of food right now. Our food worries kind of vanished. But going back to what I was saying, seeing as I was actually thinking about... working on cremation before too long, or the crematorium, and that we have these bodies down here. I'm hoping that some of these graves, when we actually open them, the person might still be in there. Oh, it looks like the body is actually deteriorating under the ground. Are those ones still there? Yes, they are. Do bodies just last forever once they're actually put in a grave? That would be kind of nice. And we do have Wolfgang on our team, which is even nicer. So let's see. Wolfgang was going to be an additional grower, and that was also going to help a lot of our Yep, was going to make him another grower. That also was going to help a lot of our food problems. So basically, I think every single worry that I had in regards to our food situation has completely vanished, which is fantastic. He's also a miner, so we could have an additional miner if we want. Before we do anything else, let's go ahead and make firefighting 1, though. But before we check anything else, let's double check his character. Growing, mining, melee, cooking, crafting. I think actually we're just gonna have him do the basic stuff then, like construction. We'll go ahead and get rid of crafting because we have other people that we would rather have prioritize crafting who are also better at it, or at least like doing it more. So let's make hauling a 3, like our basic hauling setup. 0 right there. And then, no, not hunting, my bad. Get rid of that, and we'll do construction 3, and I guess repairing 3. Or 2s. A 2 might be nice. Let's actually make this construction 3 repair 2, so we have someone who really works on repairs, because we haven't had one of those people in quite some time. So now we have a lot of mail that's going to come in before too long. We have so much food chilling, but since most of it isn't in the stockpile zone, I'm still a little unsure whether or not that's actually going to register as like stuff that we've spent. We have the carpeting, right? Floors, there we go. Yep! I've been wanting to put down carpets, so I think it would probably be a good idea for us to do that now. Research room, we always like to make a nice little blue. Same with communications, but since communications is right next to research, I think we'll make that green instead. And then we're not going to spend much money. A slave trader came by. Too bad we're not really going to have much to sell to them, probably. We could always double check it. Did I not sell the short bow? That might have been my bad. But going back to what I was talking about, actually, before. Basically, corpses, I would love to actually get back at these corpses, because as Orion Prime mentioned, I need to remember to take off the gear of all the people that we actually kill, because I think I did forget to do that with the people that we killed in the last fight, and they might have had some gear that would be very helpful to us. In the very least, as he mentioned, we could at least have sold it, and so that's a mistake on my part. We do have Mispy. Oh my god, Mispy's back! We have to capture Mispy then. What is Mispy good at as well? Ooh, super good at mining and super good at social. That means we'll have to take some people off of their previous tasks. But let's go ahead and have Missy, just to be funny, I guess. Let's have Missy go ahead and capture Mispy, which is perfect timing, seeing as we did just recruit Wolfgang, so kind of works perfectly, seeing as we won't have to worry about creating any extra beds or have to worry about recruiting any new people. I kind of oh, she also had a gun. Fantastic. Okay, so what we're actually going to do is, I think that we're going to give Lucky the R4 charge rifle, because I want our most experienced shooter, or most experienced weapons expert, to be using the best gun. And then let's also go ahead and check this. Wolfgang needs a gun, so let's go ahead and give him a pistol, since pistols are good at a low level, and he's only a miserable 3. Then what else can we do? Does everyone else who needs a gun have one? There's gonna be 5 people, so Missy's the only other one. Awesome. So that means once Mispy comes onto our crew, we could give Mispy the Lee Enfield. Is someone trying to break down one of our doors? Thought I heard the door noise, like when someone's beating at a door. Might have just been my imagination. Maybe I'm going cuckoo bananas. That's the other thing that I want to check. Let's go ahead and let's actually pause the game so I could do this to my best ability and check everyone's gear. Wolfgang does have both jacket and normal gear. She only has a t-shirt and jacket and normal gear. The reason why I was doing that is because there is this button-down shirt right here, but unfortunately, of course, actually, now that I think about it, a button-down shirt is not going to be something that we'll be able to wear as an extra layer, like a jacket or something. Can we have our people just wear jackets? I don't want to do that because it's going to be less effective, but I want to check this. We could have Wolfgang just walking around with a duster. That is ultimate, like, flasher kind of setup. Actually, now that I think about it, in the show It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, which is like the greatest show of all time, I love It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, didn't either Mac and or Dennis walk around wearing only a duster at one point? That was pretty creepy, but also hilarious. So, how much? Wow, we ran out of the metal really quick. I always forget how much frickin' flooring goes for. So that means we're not going to do any more carpeting anytime soon. Because I think I would rather worry about additional power. Although we are still gaining power. I don't know. Let's go ahead and get... We don't really need to worry about the kitchen. But of course, it's one of those things where what else are we going to work on in the time being, seeing as a lot of the stuff that we want to get, we have to do research for, and we're not really anywhere close to getting to researching all that stuff because things take so long in this version of the game to research. There's indeed an industrial trader, so we're going to do that as fast as possible. This thing has no power because... Oh no, industrial traders aren't the same as farming vessels. I forgot about that. Who knows? Maybe we'll be able to sell them potatoes. I would love... Can't sell them potatoes. They are trading people, though. We could sell Mispy, but we had Mispy in a previous life, so I want to keep Mispy. We'll sell the short bow. Leonfield is going for a lot of cash, but probably better to actually keep that on our side. This industrial trader is only trading people? No, this is the slave trader. Okay, my bad. We need to check light mass travels. They are, of course, selling wood. And there is also uranium. Powers reactors. Reactors. Do we have reactors? I don't think reactors is something that we have. I don't know, maybe I'm an idiot. But let's go ahead and sell 51 of those. I'm sure if we actually do need uranium in this patch... The only thing that I would imagine reactors would work for would be the endgame spaceship setup, but I don't think no, we can't pull that up quite yet. We'll pull that up we'll pull this up in a bit to see what you need to build the ship, because I don't think you needed uranium for that. So we might actually end up selling. You know what, we're going to sell all of our uranium. I want all the cash in the world, and that is going to give us so much. Then we can actually buy all the metal in the world, and then I'm going to be simultaneously horrified, but also unbelievably excited for being able to spend all this. It's not going to be all the metal in the world, but 627? That's a hell of a lot of metal, so let's go ahead and commence that trade right there. People, weapons, not buying any of that stuff, which is honestly perfectly fine by me. We now also actually have 41 silver once again because of that other trade that went through with the other people. So let's go ahead and buy the rest that we can now. We can only spend 43, so getting to 43 or 42, that works perfectly fine. An additional 21 metal, that's pretty awesome for us. That means all those floorings are going to go down really quick. Let's actually go ahead and also set up metal flooring for both our death corridor, so we won't have to worry about fires going on in there. And of course, so our people can move faster and all the other benefits that come with it. So we'll put that down along that side. We could actually just use it covering our side for now, which might be a really smart way to handle it, a much smarter way. So let's actually do it like that. That means the enemy side won't have that extra benefit, and then we can also put it down along. We'll just cover that much room for now. How much did that actually cost? Nah, I don't need to cancel it. It'll work out fine, however it works. I think what that means now is that Lucky, my good old sir, how much, actually Lucky is doing pretty well in regards to his health and all that. So we're going to actually cancel that because I don't think we need to mine any more metal currently. We've got more metal than we know what to do with. So let's actually have Lucky start going ahead and shoot this rock once again. See, listen to those bullets. That has to be a really powerful weapon. And, it's doing quite a bit of damage per shot. I mean, of course he is shooting it point blank, but he's actually about to take that thing down, and that thing was starting at 500 health. Holy cow. This is a good weapon. I am very, very happy that we put it on Lucky right here. Is Lucky, how fast is Lucky gaining experience with that thing as well? Let's go ahead and check. Come on, thing. In all honesty, it's about the same. Maybe a teeny bit faster, but not really making all that much of a difference. Lucky, you definitely need some rest, and especially since you did just destroy that rock, you could go ahead and get it, my good sir. A colonist is exhausted. Is it Lucky? Oh, we need colonist beds! I am such a freaking idiot! How do I always forget this? Seriously. Apparently, like, I want to kill all of my colonists due to, lack of sleep. So let's put it in this room. Obviously, that room was without it. Wait. Is Wolfgang just sleeping on the floor? Sleeping? Why are you sleeping there, Wolfgang? What's up with you, buddy? I'm gonna wake him up, then stop so he can actually sleep in a bed? Oh, he's actually not sleeping in a bed. Dude, get some rest, buddy. You deserve it. You know what? So he will hopefully get to sleep in a nice bed. Let's actually put one in the kitchen, because was I gonna make the kitchen that big? Honestly, might as well, I guess. It'll give us enough room to store all the stuff. So, let's actually put the bed on the bottom? Yeah, because then we could put all the cooked meat, the butchered meat in the middle. That'll look nicer than having it on the bottom side. And seeing as that actually takes 2 spots, and since we have so much metal, this is the weirdest room to have a royal bed, the kitchen. Like, who the hell would put a royal bed in the kitchen? But just to make it, like, match all the spots, because that's 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks, and 1, 2, 3, 4. It'll look best having a royal bed in there, I think. So, we could actually cancel that. Wolfgang, since you're the one who actually needs that rest, let's go ahead and have you prioritize working on the blueprint. Get that thing built right away so you could sleep like a king. Although a king definitely would not be sleeping outside in the rain in his royal bed, but you'll sleep like the king of Egg City, or the Big Egg, as this planet is called. Let's do cremation next. After cremation, probably strong doors and then colored lights or fertilizer pump. We definitely need to keep those trees a-growing. And obviously, a great way to do that would be able to do the setup that we had for it in the past. There goes Wolfgang. Can 2 people sleep in these beds? For colonist use, Wolfgang escapee. I hope that 2 people can sleep in these. It doesn't really say, but if I do this, a luxurious bed fit for highborn. Well, apparently you're a highborn, Wolfgang. I mean, if you are named after the great Wolfgang Mozart, I presume. I don't know, maybe not, actually. Huge presumption on my part. Oh, shoot, more wreckage. Additional food, don't really need it. But we did actually just sell a ton of our... No, we didn't. I don't know what I'm talking about. Of course we didn't sell a bunch of our food because we didn't have the chance to. Wow! Wolfgang got rest fast! I wonder if you get extra sleep in royal beds. That might just be me. He probably got enough sleep, but that would be actually pretty cool if you do get extra rest in those kinds of rooms. So let's go ahead and actually no, not a door. Not a door, you foolish fool! Let's go ahead and start setting up the wall that will go along there. How big did I want it to be? We'll probably make it 5 blocks, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so it will go 1 up higher than that. So let's go ahead and put that right there, so we'll be able to tell how high that room actually goes. Of course, cancel that. And I think this will be a pretty fine and dandy kitchen in the future. We actually we actually used up that metal really quick, which makes me both happy and a little bit disappointed, of course, because we do still have quite a bit, and we do have all that to mine, but all that metal gone so fast, so fast. We should get a lot of silver to buy more, though, once we can actually sell all this food. And, yeah, before I end off the video in a sec, I think I'm going to go ahead and mark all those trees to be chopped down, so I actually don't have to remember to do it in the next video. Are there any trees in here? Probably not, because I don't really have much room to grow at all, but Actually, no. I was going to say I think those will be enough, but I want to make sure that we have a ton of wood to use in the future. So that's going to be a lot of trees to chop down, but of course that's going to give us all the wood that I want to be satisfied with building in the future. But anyways, that's going to be it for this video. Thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please consider leaving a like, a comment, and or subscribing if you have not. I am the EggScrambledGamer, and I will see you all next time.